Harsha in Syracuse, New York.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, so I'm Harsha, and I just basically wanted to address a question that came in from a theist about a couple of weeks ago. He basically said that scientists haven't been able to demonstrate how information arrives on its own, and he's basically saying, it's a belief for theists to believe in God, and it's a belief that information came on its own, so it's a wash. They're both equal, right? And you guys responded with by saying, the evidence, the burden of evidence is on you guys and not on the scientists to be able to demonstrate how information arrives.
Well,
and you guys are correct.
We weren't there.
Right. No, you guys are correct, right? But I want to say that we actually have been able to demonstrate how information can arrive on its own. I'm a PhD student in biology.
Okay.
And basically, in my biochemistry class, we were reading about this this method called the SELEX method. So anytime a theist ever brings this up, you can say, look up the SELEX method.
Can you spell that?
SELEX. It stands for systematic.
SELEX as in xylophone. F. SELEX.
Like xylophone.
F is in Frank. What? Oh.
Yeah. So basically, if I'll tell you what it stands for, it's an acronym. Systematic evolution of ligands by exponential enrichment. And this is basically a method that scientists have used to recreate the most complicated enzyme that exists, called the ribosome, right? And from basically just using naturalistic principles and just using natural selection and random mutation. And they're able to do it with RNA, just random sequences of RNA. And basically, you can't get more complicated than this. This is as complex as it gets in terms of molecular evolution. So this is explained very well in biochemistry textbooks. And it's actually a technique that's used to develop new drugs, because drugs are getting so expensive these days that, you can't, that drug companies are no longer, investing in making drugs. So, sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this isn't just a theoretical technique. This is actually a very practical technique that will save billions of dollars for pharmaceutical companies. So I did want to address that. And
well, that's cool. So let's pop up a level. The creationists and intelligent design folks, kind of two sides of the same coin, have been trying to say, oh, well, there's holes in the science, and this can't happen naturally, and these sorts of things. And pretty much everything they've come up with has been taken seriously by scientists, and they've gone and investigated it and found that, hey, you're wrong. Here's how this happens. The bacterial flagellum was another big example of that, and this whole idea of irreducible complexity is so pretty much every single time the creationists have come up with one of these arguments, it's been proven false, or their arguments are bogus.
Right. And speaking of irreducible complexity, you can actually demonstrate that in a living organism. The reason he actually uses irreducible complexity is with molecules is because molecules are mysterious. But you can actually see irreducible complexity with, say, the heart. If you remove like a chamber of the heart, the whole organism fails, the whole system fails. And that didn't stop Darwin, obviously. So it's actually a very simplistic point that nobody takes seriously. But because we're talking about molecules, it somehow becomes important.